Hi, this is Srinivasa Tirunagari. In the last class we have seen set operators. Here we discuss about one set operator, that is union operator. The topics covered: union operator example 1, union operator example 2. Union operator. Look at this diagram. We have two queries, query A and query B. The union operator A union B will return all rows from both the queries after eliminating duplicate rows. Let us see an example using union operator. Tables used in this lesson are suppliers. This table provides details regarding all suppliers. Companies. This table provides details regarding all companies. Orders table provides details regarding all orders. If you describe the table definition, the supplier table consists of two columns, supplier ID and supplier name, and whereas companies table consists of company ID and company name, and orders table consists of order ID, order date, supplier ID. Union operator example 1. The requirement is display the supplier ID from suppliers table along with the supplier IDs from orders table. Here we have to write down two queries and using union operator. Look at this. We have written select supplier ID from suppliers table, union select supplier ID from orders table. Let us execute each query individually and see the result, and finally we will join these two queries using union operator and observe the result. The output is shown here in this diagram. 10, 20, 30, 40 are the result of this query. Let us execute these two queries individually and find out the results. So highlight this query, first query, and get the results, and you can take these values and put it in a file. First query return the following values: 10, 20, 30, 44. Only 4 rows are returned from the first query. Now let us see the second query and execute it and see the results. Here is the second query. I am executing individually and execute it, and you got the results. It returns 7 records. Now let us take this and save it in a file. The second query return the following records. Just now we have seen. Now let us execute two queries using union operator. See, I'll highlight this and execute. You will get it returns only 4 records. When you execute two queries using union operator, the following are written. If you observe, the first query return 4 records and second query return 7 records, and two queries, when you execute two queries using union operator, it returned only 4 records, eliminating duplicate values. If you look at the second query, you have duplicate records. 10, the value 10 appears in 2 records. Value 30 appears in 2 records. 40 appears in 2 records. So they have been eliminated. The result is 10, 20, 30, 40. So using union operator, the two queries will return unique values, unique records. Hi. The example requirement is display the supplier ID, supplier name from suppliers table along with company ID and company name from companies table. Here we write two queries using union operator. So from the first query we are using two columns. We are selecting two columns from suppliers table, and second query is a select statement consisting of two columns, company ID, CID and CNAME. from companies table. If you execute this query, combining these two queries with a union operator, you will get this result. The result set is shown here. Now what I will do, I will take individual queries and see the result, and also I will join these two queries by union operator and see the result and explain the results in detail. The first query goes like this. Select supplier ID, supplier name from suppliers table. Highlight this query and execute. You will get this result. This is the second query. Selecting company ID, company name from companies table. Click on this. You will get this result. I will copy this. If you look at the results of the two queries individually, so look at this. First query returned this and second query returned this. If you notice the results from the first query, we have IDs, supplier IDs 10, 20, 30, 40. In second query, the IDs are 10, 40, 50, 60. So only one record is common between these two queries. So instead of returning two values, two records, it will return only one record. Now I will execute two queries using union operator. So look at the result set. I will just copy it and put it in Notepad. If you look at the first query results, it returned 4 records. The second query result, it returned 4 records. But if you notice the IDs, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. In second query returned IDs 10, 40, 50, 60. When you join these two queries using union operator, it returns these following results. So first 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, we have all these records combined from both records are from two tables. There is one restrictions when you are using two queries and you have select statements and we have two columns in the first query, two columns in the second query. But the data type of supplier ID should match with the data type of CID, and the data type of supplier name should match with data type of CNAME. And also you should have the equal number of columns in both the queries. Look at this query, it has two columns in the first query, two columns in the second query, and the corresponding data types also should match. Thank you.